Get ready for some wow on the Signature Mike Show.
I got that wow. Who wants some hands up right now? We got that. Turn it up loud. I know you're wondering how. I got that wow.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. You have been writing in to me, and I have some great design dilemmas toward the end of the show, so you want to stay tuned. I have Cheryl Schubach here from the Augusta Newcomers, and she's going to do a craft segment with us today, because if you saw my craft segment the last show, you're going to thank me for having somebody else do this craft. I have Suzanne Honeymichael with Hardwood Floors and More. Thank you both for being here.
Oh, we're excited to be here.
Yes, I always love having my friends on the show. You all make it so comfortable. So, and you're all very comfortable on my pillows.
These
Aren't they
pink,
fabulous?
They are. They are super fab.
So I made those. They came from my house.
Oh, you made them?
A while, but they're from my living room. I have some crazy colors in my living room.
I've been in your living room, and
well, every week I bring in new pillows from my house, and so yeah.
I'm not doing that at my house.
So I bring in pillows just to jazz it up a little bit. But yeah, y'all look good on the hot pink. I like it.
Yay.
I like it. Suzanne, Hardwood Floors and More, and so much more.
Yep.
I love to say that. I love your tagline. It's
Thank
so
you.
catchy, and it really is true,
Yep.
everything that you do. We don't really want to empower people to install their own floors. And I mean, you can sell.
They can, yeah, I mean, there's some products that they can.
But I think after we go over some, we're going to talk about, before, during, and after. I think people are going to say, okay, that if they want it done right, they're going to say, that's too much work and effort. I'm going to pay the professional to get this done right.
And hopefully this won't be boring, but I think the process is important for people to know.
Yes.
And especially, we've been redoing our home, hence the blue jeans, because I couldn't get to my closet to get in here.
Oh, that's
These are my late clothes.
Funny. You're putting new flooring in your home?
Well, we were refinishing the floors and then doing some we're doing all kinds of things. So, little cash today, but it's okay.
Okay.
But I think for people just to know the process, and with me living, I mean, I've been doing it for 40 years, but usually I'm not living in the home.
Right.
When we're doing it. It's when we've been building or what,
Yes.
So, all the things, there's going to be dust.
You're living with the dust.
You're going to, I mean, if you take up carpet, the pad is going to create some dust.
Yes.
It's deteriorate. I mean, like, just so many different things.
Yes,
so,
yes.
If with refinishing, it's dustless, but I mean, like, even if you go in and just move a sofa, there's going to be some dust underneath.
Absolutely, yeah. It's a great spring cleaning.
Great spring. Well, I mean, we are going to be ready for masters.
I love it. Well, the flooring process, it's a multi-stage project that begins long before the first plank or product is laid. I mean, materials, hardwood versus laminate. I mean, there are different things you need to be prepared for.
Right. And what your family needs,
Yes.
So I will say, I think my staff is very good. And I hate to say staff, they're really my colleagues, but they're very good at assessing what a client needs and recommending the right thing. None of my colleagues make commission, so they never recommend something based on a price point.
Nice.
Which is kind of unusual for a flooring store.
Okay.
So you can be confident when you come into the showroom, they're telling you exactly what you need.
I love it. So they're loyal to their client. And I'm sure your customers probably call and say these were great guys.
Oh my gosh.
Because they're so down to earth and honest.
They love all of our people. So they might like them better than me. Who knows?
I don't know. Oh, Lordy. Measurement and selection. Accurately measure square footage and choose materials based on the room's humidity and traffic. But sometimes people want things laid at an angle or things like that, so you have to add 10%
You got more waste if you do that.
And more labor.
Yeah.
Because it takes a little more effort.
And we do free quotes. So we'll come out there once you come into the showroom, just kind of the process. So you come in, look at some things you like. We can quote it out multiple ways, but we go out and measure and do not charge for that.
Okay.
And then you get to decide. And I do tell people, I mean, I'm actually friends with several other flooring stores. But, I mean, go to 2 or 3 places and see who you trust.
Yeah, and different product and all of that. Yeah,
all the things. So there's no there's nothing bad with doing that.
Right.
So, but fortunately, a lot of people opt to go with us, and and I think they have a good experience.
They really do, and I love to bring a client in your place because they can see such a variety of product, whether they want authentic, real thick hardwood, that will be laid sand and finished with a custom stain possibly, whether they want a laminate floor, whether they want a luxury vinyl tile, or whatever they want. Carpet or rugs. I mean, you have everything to look and compare, and then you have professionals there to explain what is best for their lifestyle as well.
And lifestyle, and just the process and knowing the expectations. So I think a lot of times it just helps for people to know the process.
Yes. Acclimation, some of the materials have to acclimate to the space if it's a wood, so it doesn't warp down the road with temperature and humidity changes.
Exactly. Look at you doing your...
Well, demolition. I was thinking these are things that I have to deal with sometimes as I'm working with. Just tell them what they have to look forward to. Demolition, removing existing carpet or tile or whatever.
Subfloors,
subfloor prep. I mean, that is sometimes more important. If it's carpet, the padding's important. I mean, all of those different things. The actual laying of the floor, they have to lay out, plan the layout, establish a starting point. Sometimes if it's, if tile or something, you start in the middle and build out.
The most important thing on any job site, well, two things. One is a leveler, and then two is a chalk line. Pop a line. Make sure you square that floor, not from the wall, because the wall is probably not straight.
Yes, exactly right. When I hang window treatments and stuff, I tell clients, look, I'm not doing this square off the floor. I'm doing your drapery rod square from the ceiling, because that's what you get. Nothing, even in new homes, nothing square.
Nothing square.
Yeah, all of that. So, and then trims and transitions. I mean, we have to deal with quarter rounds if you're doing wood, because you have to take off and then add new and all of that stuff.
Yeah,
so there's a lot of
all those
detail.
things.
Yeah, that's really great. Yeah, your total service, and when you guys walk out of there, it's all complete.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's amazing. Thank you always for being here with me
and
giving us great tips on flooring. So don't do it yourself. You're going to get in trouble. And
you can do it yourself. But
don't. Call a professional. We'll be right back with Cheryl Schubach.
Hi, Suzanne Lily Honeymichael here with Hardwood Floors and More. 40 years ago, we began a journey built on craftsmanship, hard work, and integrity. Then in October 2005, we took a leap of faith and brought our dream showroom to life. Hardwood Floors and More exists because of you, our clients, friends, and community. We are so grateful for the memories behind us and the dreams still ahead. Join us as we celebrate this milestone with specials throughout the showroom. Hardwood Floors and More, so much more in store for you.
Imagine a life filled with energy, adventure, and clarity, where each day is a new opportunity. At Be Healthy Medical Weight Loss, we're here to turn that vision into reality. With over 15 years of experience in the Augusta area, our specialists are dedicated to guiding your health journey. Whether you want to lose 10 pounds or 100, trust our experts to get you to your goals confidently and safely. Buzz on over to 4150 Washington Road so you can thrive at the Hive.
Welcome to Dink Pickleball on Fears Ferry Road. Stop by our pro shop for exclusive paddles, gear, and apparel that keeps you looking sharp. With 9 state-of-the-art courts, there's always room for your next rally. Our private event space makes every celebration unforgettable. Refuel with chef-curated food, cool off with ice-cold drinks, and catch the action from our loft's perfect view. New to pickleball? Learn from the best with classes taught by our pickleball pros. No membership required.
Crafting Corner brought to you by Nailed It DIY in Evans. If you saw the last show, you saw I did a craft all on my own. People should not leave me unattended. They should not. We should have these fabulous ladies here like Cheryl Schubach showing us how to do a craft. Thank you for being here and saving my butt.
My pleasure.
I
My
love
pleasure.
it. I can't wait to see. My producer said, do you want to know what she's doing? I'm like, no, Cheryl always has a great idea. I don't want to see.
Surprise.
And you're setting things up, and I'm like, wow. You never cease to amaze me.
Well, I'm here to help.
I love it. I love it. Well, you're making art with straws and a
So,
variety of other things.
I was researching a project to craft on the show, and I came across, who knew, patterned straws.
And, where do you get a pattern
Well,
straw?
I ordered these off of Amazon.
Okay.
And they have floral, they have geometric, they have all different types of patterns, and so we're going to make a project.
Okay. And
today.
these are a paper straw.
They're
okay.
paper straw. So you want to have, let me just grab this one
Okay,
here.
sure.
You want to have different heights because you're going to make basically a little flower
I see you
vase.
have different, these cut already at different
Right,
heights.
right.
And you just cut them with a pair of scissors. That doesn't damage them. Okay.
And then we go with a piece of wood that I've painted.
Okay.
And so basically, I pre-cut them so they look symmetrical, or not, they're patterned the right way. So basically, you just glue and put those on there. And I marked so that we would.
Yeah, you made a straight line
Right,
here, so I'm
yeah.
keeping them the same.
Yep. And
Yeah.
you could stagger them if you wanted to do them, a few up,
Sure.
a couple down.
Sure.
And so I started out with a cutting board, and then I moved on to putting them on gift bags.
You just get inspired by, I like the gift bag idea.
And you
that
just-
really
and
personalizes.
That was no time. I just glued those on there. And then I have, I embellish it with things.
Ow, I did it again.
Dried flowers, did you?
I do this every time I'm with you. You gave me a thimble or something one
Yeah,
time.
they were under there, and I have them over there
well-
in the tote. It's a little like a silicone cozy on your finger so you don't burn yourself.
Well, and what do? I burn myself.
But I had a lot of fun. I mean, these are just kind of fun things to,
This
to
is
put together.
super fun.
And I like
Agreed.
to use torn apart cardboard boxes to make some trim with
Okay.
this.
Yeah, I'm using
You know.
too much glue is my problem. So when you're doing this at home, try not to use
Right.
so
but
much
you're kind
glue.
you're kind of rushing there a little bit.
That's the story
And
of my
that's
life.
fine. I mean, there's only a short period of time.
People
but-
email me and they say, "You talk too fast. You talk." I have a lot to say.
And if you do get a little extra glue, I just take a toothpick and just clean that out of there. So
Okay. Yeah, you see, I've got a little goopy.
Right.
Okay.
But it's an easy project.
Yeah, it really is.
It is. It is.
Really super fun. Okay, we're not going to go all the way to the end here.
No, but then when
Okay.
you're done, you'll take, little clips of
It's really sweet. We didn't finish it all the way
flowers.
over
You could
here,
just,
but
just whatever. These are dried baby's breath that I had at home.
Oh, yeah.
Or you could, flowers from Hobby Lobby. Just, tuck them in there and,
right,
just play with it. And
really, really sweet.
like I said, if you want to make a special gift bag, it takes 10 minutes to make something like that. You just glue the straws just the way we did here, but you put them on the gift
How
bag.
great is that?
And it gives it a personal
Really
touch.
sweet. Yes, I love it.
Mother's Day, birthdays,
That
that type
is
of thing.
so nice.
And then this straw on this one was more of a geometric, little zigzaggy thing. So that's a little bit not as feminine, but and you could put.
You do like a distressed farmhouse look
I do,
sometimes.
I
know
do.
sometimes we did some Christmas things and you had sanded down some edges and done some things like that. I like those muted tones. And then that green is just really fresh against all
Yeah, and
of
I
that.
have a lot of vintage things in my home.
Vintage,
so
that's
to
the
kind of
word you
fit
used.
in,
Yes, I
I'll,
really, really like that.
make those
and a
type of
cutting
things.
board.
Yeah.
I mean, you can find cutting boards
And
anywhere.
I just I had a branch of greenery. I think that's lamb's ear. I just cut it up, filled it in there. And the good thing about this is you can play with it. If you don't like it, this is not glued in here, so you can just take it out.
Absolutely.
And then glue it in there when you've
Absolutely.
got the
know,
look.
it's funny about crafts, and it's just like design of anything. It's about balance and scale. And the way you did this, and just wrapping this jute here, just adding that little bit of curly cues, just kind of softens the whole thing, and I think pulls it all together.
And this one has a hole in it for hanging, but
Oh.
I have this is a top off of a wine cork.
Oh,
I have my stash. I just cut the cork off, and I thought, well, that just added a little bit of wood texture to it.
Right, that's lovely.
Oh, I had a dried rose.
That is
and
so
some
sweet.
ribbon.
Yeah, I think something like this. Well, you could put it on the easel like this on a nightstand with some pictures. You could put a hook on this and hang it on the wall. But yeah, on the kitchen counter. I mean, it's very versatile. You can use it just about anywhere. Layer it with something. But yeah, and again, these were wood. I can see you've painted. Is that like a chalk paint or
Yes.
something you've used? You're a fan of
did.
chalk paint.
I am.
Yeah.
I am.
The first time I ever used chalk paint was with you. I've heard about it for
Yes.
years, and you did a segment with me.
And you know, you can paint fabric with chalk paint. I need to come back and we need to paint some fabric.
That'll be the next one. I would love that. Yeah, that would be fantastic. Maybe I could do some kind of pillows or something with a fabric that has chalk paint.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And I'll show you how it's done.
I will hold you to it. I love it. This corrugated cardboard.
So you know what you do? You just take a piece of, this is an Amazon box or a box, and you wet it, you spray it down to moisten it, and then you peel the top layer. So you get
Gives you that
this
corrugated.
Yeah. So I've used this in a lot of different projects. Actually, I cut a little piece here. So I painted this jar, and I cut that so it would cover around the rim.
I love it. Do you have a craft room at home?
I don't. I have a craft cabinet.
Okay.
And I kind of forage in there for my things.
I bet it's full of stuff.
It is.
Good stuff. I'd love to look at it
And like
sometime.
I said, this was just a I cut the cork off the wine stopper.
Yeah, and I know you travel sometimes. Like there was one time you said you were traveling out west, I think, to see your sister, and you got those lids to those.
Oh, the zinc lids.
The zinc lids,
the
those
vintage
kind of
ones.
things. So there's nothing you pass up. You always think about how you can use it.
Right.
Well, and look at the creations. Just really, really great.
And then I have people saving things for me and saying, "Oh, I found this. I thought you might need this."
I love it.
Actually, you know what? This here is a piece of like
wondering.
cedar wood that you grill on.
Oh, I see. And yeah.
And my neighbor said, "Can you use these?" And I said, "Yes, I can."
Oh my gosh, that's
So
great. Thank
I
you
painted
always
them.
for being here.
You're welcome.
And with
It's
your
my
great
pleasure.
crafts. Awesome. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with some design dilemmas coming up next.
Remember when a handshake meant something? At F&M Bank, it still does. Here, you're greeted with a smile, called by name, and treated like family. We believe in people over profits, and we're proud to grow with Washington and Augusta, Georgia, and all the communities we call home. F&M Bank, hometown banking, timeless service.
Come on, let's make this moon shine all day. Let's make this world do everything you say. It's so easy and so wonderful to feel this way. To feel this way.
The ultimate driving machine for everyone at Taylor BMW.
I'm Mark Herbert with Herbert Homes. Today we're in beautiful Thompson, Georgia, in a neighborhood called Bordeaux. Most of the homes in this neighborhood here are well below $200,000. If you're thinking about getting a new home, if you're downsizing, or if you're just starting off in life and want something nice, we're one of the original 210 warranty builders in the Augusta area. We're VA, FHA, USDA certified also. So please come on out to Bordeaux. I'll see you out here in the neighborhood. Thank you.
Ever wonder what truly makes a house a home? It's all the thoughtful touches, all the little details that bring personality and character to any space. At Signature Interiors and Gifts, we believe that your home should be as unique as you are. Our collection is a treasure trove of inspiration, just waiting for you to explore. Our team would be honored to help you create a home that's not just lived in, but truly loved. Signature Interiors and Gifts, where every corner of your home tells your story.
Design Dilemma brought to you by Stephanie Richardson of DNS Painting. Thank you for writing in to Mike@signaturemike.com. I appreciate it. I love solving your design problems, and I get so many emails from people saying, hey, I had a similar dilemma that helped me with my project. So thank you for writing in. I appreciate it. Our first person today wanted to stay anonymous, and that's perfectly fine. I totally respect that. New homeowner here. Please don't use my name. I didn't. Sarah. No, that's really not her name I'm playing. But trying to make my house feel like a home, help. So this is one wall in this person's room, in the living room. And so you'll see that one. And then she sent 2 more pictures in there. That shows to the right of what you saw the first time, looking to the right over there, which has the 2 chairs and then the door. And then on the other wall is the next picture, shows the little nook there with the TV. So let me start by drawing something, and then I will address, well, while we're looking at this picture, let's address this wall first. What I think I would recommend, because you have a good structural break there with that niche, I think I would color block that wall. I think I would paint an accent wall where that TV is. I don't think the tree is necessary there. Keep the tree in mind because I want to use it on the other side of the room. I don't think we need the height there. I think we need to focus on the TV in this space. I feel like that wall needs to be a little darker. You know, when you're watching TV, especially at night, it's nice for your TV screen to be on maybe a darker wall. I think the picture quality is better. I tend to like that. You could keep the pictures there if you want, but once you paint that wall of color, I don't think then you're going to need to fill it with other stuff. I might recommend that you get a larger console under. It looks like the TV might be slightly larger than the console, and you need the console to be the same size, if not larger. I would make more of a statement with the console piece and get something that's a little wider. This is a great placeholder, and this is what's great. You can use pieces like this as a placeholder until you upgrade. But I would say definitely get a wider console under that TV and color block that wall. Now, let's go back to those first 2 pictures, and I want to draw something for you here. I've drawn both of the walls. We have, this is the wall that had the sofa, the 2 windows, and the piece of art. And then it came on this other wall. We have another window, and we have the door there. What I want to recommend, and I recommend this a lot, I think I did a few design dilemmas ago, a few shows ago, what I would do with this wall to make this wall feel kind of framed and visually wider, I would do drapery panels on this wall right here. I do a drapery rod here and do a drapery panel there. We're gaining height on the wall by doing this, and then we're framing all of that. I feel like this picture was kind of floating there, but I think something like this frames all of this and builds that wall nice and clean and really makes that a little homier. I really like that. Now, I saw in this space here with the door and the window, and keep in mind, you don't have to do the same window treatments in the same room as you on another wall. We're going to do something different here. What I would recommend, first of all, I would do drapery panels here, but we have those 2 chairs, and let's see if I can just draw, you know, chairs here. You had the 2 chairs. That's great because we're creating a little seating area. I would move that tree because we have height and we have some space here. I would move that tree that you had by your TV over in this corner here. I think that would work really well. I would go ahead and do a pair of drapery panels here. So we do kind of follow this through, and then we do a shade on the door here, one of those custom Roman shades. That's what I would do there, that you could let up or down for privacy. But this might look like a lot of scribbles, but what I'd like to do again is create some symmetry and clean wall here. We're moving the drapery panels here. We've created a nice little intimate nook here with your chairs. I like that tree there. So I hope that helped you. And again, with that TV area, just maybe color blocking it and grounding that TV wall a little better. So, Anonymous, I hope that helps solve your problem. The next picture we have, Susan in Grovetown. I like my foyer and hall, but I feel like the mirror is just blah. Any suggestions on what to put directly in front as you walk in from the front door? Yes, absolutely. I talk about this on the show occasionally. You want something, especially in a hallway, you want something to draw your eye down the hallway. You want it to grab your attention and pull you down. A mirror is not going to do that. That mirror is reflecting the door. It's reflecting you as you come in. That is not a good place for the mirror. That mirror needs to be over your console there by the lamp so that you can check yourself as you come and go. But what you want is a piece of art. I'd probably move that piece of art, that bull or whatever that is on the right. I'd probably move him or something larger down there. I like the size of that mirror there. It makes a big impact, but that mirror is doing you no favors there. I do find people do place mirrors in the wrong spots in their homes sometimes. You have to think about what it's reflecting and how it's going to work in the space. And really, a mirror in the foyer is really meant to check yourself as you come and go. Ladies, make sure you have your lipstick on. Men, make sure, I don't know, check yourself as you come and go out of your house. But again, something to draw your eye down the hallway. So you want to do that with art and not a mirror. I like the chandelier that you have there. You kind of have a theme going on, kind of a Western theme. I like that. That's really fantastic. If you want to add a runner or something down the hallway. But anyway, I think Suzanne Honeymichael would agree. You have a nice floor. Maybe that's something that they installed for you. I don't know. But anyway, that's all we have time for today. I have a couple others, but we will save those. So stay tuned, because I always have more design dilemmas. You all are sending them in, and I love hearing from you. Again, it's Mike@signaturemike.com. I love hearing from you. Stay tuned. We'll be back with my guest for the day.
It's hard to know where to start when shopping for home or kitchen appliances, but you can count on Kelly Appliance for exceptional value and dedicated customer service. Family owned and operated since 1962, their friendly and knowledgeable staff will see you through the entire process, from selecting the right product to experienced delivery and installation. It's no wonder that Kelly Appliance is consistently awarded for their service and expertise. Visit Kelly Appliance at one of their 2 convenient locations in Martinez and Aiken.
What if the perfect pair of shoes could transform more than just your outfit? At Signature Soles and Apparel, it's not just about fashion. It's about finding the pieces that make you feel confident, unique, and ready to take on the world. From stunning shoes to statement outfits and accessories, every item is carefully chosen to help you express your personality. Let our friendly team help you discover your next favorite look. Signature Soles and Apparel, where every step you take feels beautifully you.
Hi, Suzanne Lily Honeymichael here with Hardwood Floors & More. For years I've been talking to you about our floors, but did you know we are the largest locally owned lighting gallery in town? We have interior and exterior lights and ceiling fans also, so we can help you with any lighting project. We carry all brands to include Savoy House and Visual Comfort, and we are so excited we are now your local Capital Lighting dealer. Visit us today and discover for yourself why Hardwood Floors & More has so much more in store for you.
You heard it right there. So much more in store for you. I hope we inspired you today. We gave so much great information.
Absolutely.
Did we not, about flooring?
All the things. And last weekend, you were hosting the home show.
Home and garden show.
Yes, you gave all the details to people. You're just doing all the things.
Well, we love to inspire people to make wise design decisions and to hire the professional when it's needed. Right?
Absolutely.
And to have some fun at home with some items you probably have around the home.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Y'all don't buy plastic straws, and get the nice straws.
The paper
that
straws
the paper
with the prints.
pattern. Yeah, they were really, really great.
Just Google it, you can find them.
Yes, absolutely. Well, I hope you enjoyed the show. If you want to watch it again, check my YouTube channel, Signature Mike, and please like and subscribe us there. And of course, always email me at mike@signaturemike.com. I always love hearing from you. I love giving you those design dilemmas. That's always fun.
It was fun. Yeah, that was great. The mirror advice was great.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
All right.